we are love at our best in the weak consciousness.
Hi everybody, my name's Karen Noe and I'm the author of Weak Consciousness and Your Life After Their Death, a medium's guide to healing after a loss. We are one with everyone and everything, and that includes being one with angels and deceased loved ones and those in the celestial realm. This I know without a doubt, and my wish is for you to know it too. How do I know this? Well, from the many years' experience of me doing readings, with the messages that come through with things that I would never know. Only their living loved ones and the deceased loved ones would know this information, names, details, and so forth. Another way that I know that life continues, first of all, energy doesn't begin and it doesn't end. But how about those who have had near-death experiences? That is, those who have been declared clinically dead and then come back to life to share what they experienced. There is an amazing website called, it's www.iands.org, that's IANDS.org, and it's the International Association for Near-Death Experiences. I highly recommend you to go to that website to find out more information. And for today, I'm going to share some of these facts with you so that you understand what I'm talking about. The first one is, one of the facts is, beyond the moment of death, many near-death experiencers report entering a brilliant light that seems like an all-knowing, all-loving being. They describe entering that light as coming home, with a sense of familiarity, peace, and total comfort. I have a bird singing in the background. I hope you hear it. It's beautiful. Another fact they share on their website is near-death experiencers often say they encountered deceased loved ones during the experience. They usually report that these reunions were joyous and that the loved one was in a state of complete health and well-being. Sounds like this bird is answering as I'm talking. It's pretty cool. Another fact they state on the website is, for this and other reasons, most people who have had near-death experiences no longer fear death, or at least have significantly reduced anxiety about death. Another fact on this website, I'll share two more, and then I'd love for you to go to the website yourself. Some near-death experiencers have reported that during their near-death experience, they encountered individuals who they never met, but who were later identified as deceased family members. Living family members later identified these descriptions, these relatives from their description or photos also confirm that identification. These kinds of experiences lead many people to believe in immortality. I'll share one more. Near-death experiencers reveal that the moment of death is not painful. Surprisingly, they report that in clinical death, they had no physical distress of any kind. Instead, they had a floating, peaceful, euphoric experience. So just understand this. This is by those who have been declared clinically dead, and then they come back into their body to talk about what they experienced. So I would highly recommend you to go to that website, iands.org. There are also wonderful books on the subject. One is called Life After Life by Dr. Raymond Moody. And that book is over 25 years old, but it shows you how powerful it is. And in the book, he interviewed over 100 people who have had near-death experiences. And he talks about the similarities of these experiences and so forth. I also highly recommend a book by Anita Moorjani, and it's called Dying to Be Me. And what happened is this lovely woman, she actually was at the last stages of cancer and clinically died. She had a near-death experience. She went through her life review. Oftentimes when somebody has a near-death experience, they go through a life review in which you are able to see and feel how you have affected each person in your life as if you are the other person. And the reason for that is we are all one. And after we leave the physical body, we feel that in an instant because the bodies aren't separating us. But Anita felt how she didn't treat herself with the respect that she deserved. and she came back into her physical body and was healed very quickly after that from cancer, completely healed. And she made it her life mission to talk about self-love and to practice self-love on herself as well. A couple of other things. I interviewed a wonderful gentleman named Peter Anthony, and he was on my radio show. I have a radio show the first Saturday of every month called the Angel Quest Show. If you go to my website, you can listen to this interview. He had a near-death experience, and it changed his life completely. It's one of my favorite shows ever. If you go to my website, KarenNoe.com, that's KarenNoe.com, and then click on Angel Quest Show and then the archives, you'll see that interview with Peter Anthony. Amazing. So this is all information for you to gather to understand that energy really does continue after the physical body dies. And finally, because people send me their books all the time, there was a beautiful woman named Trisha Barker, and she had a near-death experience, and her book is called Angels in the OR. And I'm going to be interviewing her in September, the first Saturday in September, on my radio show, on the Angel Quest Show. But all this information is for you to understand. Again, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, a temporary human experience. The energy of who we are continues. This I know without a doubt, and my wish is for you to understand that too. Angel blessings to you, and I will see you again next time here on Facebook Live with Humanity's Team. Have an amazing day. I love you.
Let's choose love, inner peace, living one in harmony with the knowledge. At our core, we are the ones we've been waiting for. We can do it with our truth and bring new light into all we do. We are love at our best in the weak consciousness. We love at our best in the weak consciousness.
Whatever we do to ourselves or another affects the whole. May the divine within you guide you as to what steps to take to be of service to our beautiful planet. May peace prevail on earth.